All right. I welcome everyone to the channel. In today's section, we'll be having a quick market outlook for the week. So without wasting much time, let's start from DXY. So let's move to the monthly time frame and see what is happening. When we go to the monthly time frame, you can see DXY has been super bullish. And then we've started having some reversals to the downside. So we go to the weekly time frame to see what is happening. As you can see, DXY has started giving us some sells, and then it's currently very, very bearish. So let's go to the daily, see what daily is also telling us. Daily gave us a breakout of our trend line, and then that started selling all the way down. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame to see what is happening there. So last week, I was initially expecting it to move all the way to maybe the trend line or hit a psychological level of 108.00, but then unfortunately, it didn't hit that level. So what it did was move all the way up a little bit, and then it started reversing. So what we can see here is that if you look at the most recent trend, you can see it's forming a high and a low. It's a lower high, lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So now we expect something like a lower high, and then we drop all the way to the downside. If that should happen, or if this kind of reversal should happen, then I'm looking at it at the 107.00 level for us to expect some sales. So, because DXY is very, very bearish, so we look for more sales, and then there are fundamentals coming up, also giving us some kind of sales. So you'll see what happens for the week. So I'm still very, very bearish on DXY. I'm still very, very bearish on DXY. So perhaps looking at it coming to 106.00 psychological level before having any further buys. So let's go to oil. Oil last week, I had some sales here, made about 200 pips plus, about 250, I think so. Yeah, about 270, yeah. And this week as well, I sent it to the community. We took the trade, and we got about 270 pips gain. So let's go to the monthly time frame and see what oil is telling us. Oil, as we can see, has been very bearish. So we look for some sales. But then let's go to the weekly time frame and see what is also telling us. You can still see oil has been very bearish. So therefore, there's no need for us to be having like holding more buys. We're holding buys for a long time, but rather taking some sales and then holding it for a long time for us to make some profits. So let's go to the daily time frame and see what is happening on the daily. Daily, as we can see, obviously, is giving us some sales. If this candle should close very bearish like this, then we expect some little reversal, and then or a little pullback, then we sell all the way to the trend line or break it to like 67.500. So that's what I'm seeing on US oil on the daily time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, which I trade, and see what we are seeing or we are expecting. So as I said earlier, I gave the signal on our platform on Wednesday, and then Thursday we took the trade and made some money. First entry gave us about 270. Second entry gave us about 150. So I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can also join and what enjoy the signal. So this week, what I'm expecting is that oil should at least maybe give us some reversal or give us some pullback, and then what perhaps look for some sales somewhere here, or hit the resistance again, and then what give us another sell for the week again. But then if that doesn't happen and give a breakout from this trend line, then I'm looking for some more sales, and then what perhaps maybe look at something like, let's say, a break and a retest, and we move all the way to the psychological level of what, 67.500. So that's what I'm seeing on oil at the moment. So when market opens, we will see what to do, because remember, we are not trading what we expect the market to do. We trade in the direction of what the market is doing, so we can make some money. So let's go to gold and see what is happening on gold. Let's go to the monthly time frame. Still very, very bullish. Gold is very, very bullish. Weekly is also very bullish. Daily is also bullish. But then it's having some kind of rejections or sales, short sales before the pullback. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see what we are expecting. As we can clearly see, gold has been kind of ranging in this zone. So now it's giving us some buy momentum. So we expect it to move all the way to resistance and give us some further highs, or give us an all-time high. So that is what I'm expecting on gold. On the 1-hour time frame, it looks kind of bearish. That is why I am expecting it to come all the way to these zones right here. Then we move all the way up. That is what I am expecting. If nothing breaks the resistance, then we are going to find an entry and take our buys. Last week, I was telling you guys that I'm expecting this to happen. We sold, gave us what exactly where I wanted it to sell, and where I wanted it to sell, it gave us some confirmations on a lower time frame, and then what took gold from the bottom, and then what made over 500 pips on what's gold last week. So this week I'm expecting to drop a little bit again, and therefore give us at least 300 pips for the week, so we can get some monies. But then if it doesn't hit the zone and give us some break continuations, we are definitely going to take some entries on gold. So that is what I'm seeing on gold. I'm still very bullish on gold. Let's go to Germany 30. Germany 30, last week I was expecting it to hit this psychological level of 23,000, but then what didn't hit that was psychological level. So now my next psychological level is 22K. So I'm expecting to hit that level, and then I'm going to look for some buys, or I will look for some buys if it comes to these zones right here, and we move all the way up. So I'm still kind of bearish on Germany 30 before looking for some buy opportunities on DAX. So let's go to US 30. US 30 has also been very bearish. So I'm also looking at it coming towards these zones right here, or see the psychological level of 43K, then I'm definitely going to look for more buys on US 30. Let's go to NAS 100. NAS 100 has also sold very well. So now I'm expecting to come to this major zone here, or maybe reject at these zones, and then you can have it moving all the way up again. So that is what I'm seeing on NAS 100. I'm not very interested in NAS 100 at the moment because of what's the price action happening here. I'm not too interested. So That's just by the way. Let's go to GBP USD, see what is happening. So as we can see, we're having a high, low formation, and then what we're having some kind of high. So now we wait and see where GBP USD is going to what get to. Maybe my hit what this previous zone right here before giving us the turning point, and then what perhaps give us what next higher low, and then what move all the way to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing on GBP USD. I'm still very bullish on GBP USD. Let's go to Euro USD and see what we are expecting as well. Guys, I don't trade most of the pairs, so I can't go all the way to the monthly time frame down to the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. So we do most of them on the 4 hour time frame, so we can save some time. We came to this Euro USD came to this what zone right here. It also started what forming some kind of higher low formation. And last week I was expecting what a major drop, but then didn't really sell much. And it was created with some kind of equal high here. So what in half what our next low, maybe probably to these zones right here before we move all the way to the upside. So that is what I'm seeing on Euro USD, expecting some sells before we look for some buys. So that is what I'm seeing on Euro USD as well. Let's look at JPY basket so we can use it to forecast our JPY pairs. Last week, market was somewhere here, and I was forecasting that we should move all the way out. What did it do? It went up, with the resistance dropped a little bit, and now it's giving us a new high right here. So now all we need is wait and expect a turning point or rejection point. So we can consider it as a high, and then what we expect was some lows before we move all the way to the upside again. So I'm still very bullish on JPY basket. So therefore, XSS JPY, I'm expecting some sales. So let's go to BTC USD. BTC USD has been kind of bearish, and I am expecting it to hit this zone of 91K, and then look for some high confirmations. And I'm gonna take that trade all the way to 100K and take my profits at that level. So I'm not in a rush. I'm not gonna take any entry. Wait for all the noise to be over, and then I'm gonna take my entry somewhere around the 91K all the way to the 100K. If not, and it breaks the level, then we're looking at it at the 80K levels or 80K zones. So that is what I'm seeing on BTC USD. So I think that is all for the day. Unfortunately, these are the pairs that I trade at the moment. If there's any pair that you're interested, you can comment. You can drop your comment next time we are analyzing. We can analyze those pairs for you or give you our forecast, and then you can add it to yours, or you can compare it to yours and take your decision. So let's go to the fundamentals and see what we are expecting for the week. This is what we are expecting for the week. Monday, these are the news that we have. We are more focused on we focus more on the 3-star news events. That's or the news that impact the markets heavily. So we have CPI for January, and then we are expecting it to be maintained at 2.5%. And then on Tuesday we have German GDP for the fourth quarter. For the fourth quarter, we expect it to be maintained at -0.2%. So later in the day, we have CB consumer confidence for February, 104.1 to 103.3. So that's what analysts are also forecasting Wednesday, we have crude oil inventories. Previous was what? 4.633 million. Now what? We expect what? Analysts will give us what? New forecast. So while we wait, let's go to new home sales. We expect what? Some kind of reductions here. And then Thursday, we have durable goods orders for January, and what's -2% to what 2%, minus 2.2% to what 2.0%, which is kind of good number or good figure for the DXY. If that should happen, then what we are going to have some kind of some buys on USD, and then we are expecting what we have what GDP for the fourth quarter. We have what it to be what maintained as what at 2.3%. That is what analysts are forecasting. We go to initial jobless claims, and then what they are forecasting it to be very weak. Let's go to Friday. Friday, we have demand CPI. There's no forecast yet. We have core PCE price index for the month of what January. We expect it to be increased. We go to core PCE index. That's on a yearly basis. And then for the January, we have what 2.8%, but then we don't have any forecast yet. So we move all the way to Chicago PMI for February. We have previous was 39.5. Now analysts are expecting it to be what 40.3. So we wait for news to come out before we take our decision, and that is how we trade. We don't trade unless we analyze the chart, and then what the chart will give us what analysts are saying or is in line with what we are expecting or what analysts are forecasting. Then what we are going to enter the market before the market or before the news event. We don't enter the market during news and just enter the market just like that. You can take your money away, and market doesn't care about your emotions. So please, if you want to trade fundamentals, analyze the chart. If it aligns, then you take your entry. If it doesn't, then we wait for news to come out. Then you can take your decision. The market is not going anywhere. It's there forever for you to take your entries or make your money. So guys, this is all I have for you guys today. Remember to never give up. Keep practicing. Keep back testing. You are definitely going to make it. This is Sheikh Ismail here. And then I will leave you guys here. And then please, if you want to join the Telegram community, I'll leave the link in the description box so you guys can also join and then enjoy some signals. Anyway, we don't do buy and sell, but then we send you the setup, so at least you can also learn or compare it to your chart, and then or compare it to your analysis. If you align, then you can take your entry. If it doesn't, maybe you can wait, and then or decide to take ours or also take yours, as we are all in a learning process. So please, I will leave the link so you guys can also join. That is absolutely for free. Yeah, so I'll leave you guys here, and then hopefully we meet, God willing, tomorrow to see what market has for us. Thank you very much. Bye.